Switch that up. Okay. Now these two teams, Shiden Espada and FTW, for the win Bristol so far in Tier 2 Division 2 have done quite well. If you're wondering, this is about Champ 3 to GC1 gameplay, supposedly. This is the rank of the tier. And for the win so far, are 5-0 actually. Trumps here trying to get FF reset play nice and early, but won't quite work out. Here, good pass into middle levels. Will beat into that ball to play. It stopped. Not too much difficulty from for the win. But yeah, for the win, 5-0. They haven't dropped a single series so far. Very dominant in this tier. But their opponent Shiden, they've been pretty dominant themselves as well. 4-1, and they will get the first goal as well. Levels, and I think this guy is in fact the main scorer for this team. Is it true? No, it's not. Sorry, it's Chobs. Chobs is the main scorer. My bad. Levels is their captain. But Shiden Espada, they're 4-1 themselves. Not quite 5-0, but the only game they have lost, they FF'd. So there's definitely quite the argument for them that they could be better than for the win here. Definitely a match between titans for this division. Here another ball coming into the midfield. Super really awkward here. He recovers well. Teammate coming in nice and quick. Your ball floating into the midfield. A bad hit by the defense here, but no, not a good enough shot to quite hit the mark. And for the win, get away with that one. Oh, and there's actually a misplay on the defense. Preto just hits it forwards, but no reception on the defense from what it's Espada Shiden Espada. Main goal scorer for the win is not Super, so I'm really interested to see what he can bring to the table for them as he brings it forward. But Nude Killer actually whiffs it one there. A shot here coming out from Not Super, but again just not quite threatening enough. Super won't be able to get back to that one. Levels just about in time to get that one to the side. It's Chomps. A shot coming out again. It is a threatening shot, and these are threatening plays going off to the backboard, and now and pass right into the midfield. Not Super perfectly in position to convert that one straight into the net. Look at that division from Preto. Immaculate. As we go into the second half of the game. Super looking for that backboard, but Shinda, man there. I already see the teams that we casted yesterday had a lot of trouble with the backboard defense over in tier 3. You can already see how these teams a lot more acquainted with the backboard here, being a lot more prepared to deal with a lot of these hard clang balls in dangerous areas. Trumps here tries to clear it high, but Ninja able to get high enough to get it back into the blue half. And they try to mount another goal on top of their tally so far, give themselves a 2-goal lead, but so far not threatening enough. They keep going for the backboard, but Ninja didn't have the boost to keep up that pressure. Now the ball finds itself in the orange half. Ball put into the midfield, but it's a little bit too high. Tramps is going to set it up for his other teammate. Not there in time. Not Super. Controlling the ball very nicely here. Trying to get into midfield. Another defender to get hard clanged onto the other side. unable to find really a teammate, and that's always a very important thing to try to focus on. Is when you are clearing, trying to get it into a teammate. When you're panicking and your team has no boost, and getting it really far away is nice because then your entire team can get boost to have a better shot at defending. But if you really want to start getting a goal, then you really do have to find a teammate off your clears. Here, a bit of space opens up, not super, not good enough shot there to break the defense. Preto to the side, goes no further than Tromps. Levels. Unfortunately doesn't quite get the power on that touch as it goes straight to Preto. Ninja back to the midfield. Oh, and a whiff. Could have been a very, very good play. Oh, a flip reset, actually a pass, doesn't work out. Levels, unable to make anything work. And 10 seconds remaining, and looks like for the win. We'll be receiving that win. They've got another last second opportunity to get another goal and make sure that they don't have the ball in their own half. And it looks like maybe another goal. Yes, it will. Preto will mount another one, a second for his team as he gets the brace. And game 1 will be going to FTW for the win. Crystal. Alright. Let's add a game, shall we? There we go. Oh no, that's not the right one. That's the wrong one. But I would definitely say a decent game from both teams. Blue side, Shiden Espada, definitely having some good moments there, but for the win, just yeah, really capable of finding that backboard. Definitely troubling the defense of Shiden Espada, and even though they do have backboard defense, sometimes it's just they don't quite have the boost in defense to really get rid of some of these balls going into midfield and onto the backboard. Defense good from Shiden, but not quite good enough so far. Good demo though here, ball into the midfield, goes very slowly, so no man to meet him there. Another shot coming in, wide from its Tromps. Preto trying to clear this one out. Now ball into midfield, it's Tromps, will he find the mark? No! And they've had so many opportunities now already in game number 2, Shiden Espada. They cannot convert. So here Preto trying to put the pressure off to the blue side. A bit of a miscommunication from Ninja between himself and Not Super. Still almost got a playoff here, but it looks like Shiden Espada's defense is holding out nice and strong. Your pinch onto the midfield, Not Super. They're smartly collecting the corner boost, making sure he's always ready to make an impact on the play when he can. So far, definitely looks to be around the play very often for his team. Preto. Here off straight to Shiden Espada. Get another opportunity here, but couldn't quite find the mark. They had to put it wide. They had no other choice. And they're just trying to maintain pressure here. Here another hit forwards, pop up high. Will there be a reception this time? Here a dunk. Oh, just about wide. And Not Super trying to get it out, but it's Tromps able to keep on the pressure. Another ball going mid. No, blocked by Ninja. And now defense has been so crucial now for the win. They've faced so much pressure so far this game from Shiden. We're hungry to score their first in this game. Not Super in a 1v1 scenario, 50's up. Unfortunately didn't quite have the greatest 50 there. Levels. Actually beaten to that ball by Preto, who's been very good in defense so far, I have to say. Definitely always good in the backboard, just getting hard clears out, making his team safe when he really needs to. And so here, ball to the midfield, no reception. Levels in a 1v1 here, doesn't quite get the power on that shot that was required. Here a good clear from Ninja. It's definitely the midfield game here. Also, all of these midfield blocks, just more speed in general here from For the Win. Really working out in midfield. Sometimes the positioning not that sublime, so we have a lot of hits going into the midfield where people aren't actually going, whether that's up to actually just their positioning or the decision making of the person on the ball. I'm not sure, but regardless, not making the best of their positions, or making the most rather. This one stays tied. Shiden Espada be getting more and more hungry for that goal, but once they get that first, they'll be feeling so much more confident. Here now to the midfield. Actually, a whiff here from Shiden could have been punished, but they'll get away with it for now. Shiden Espada tries to get it into the midfield, but again, just not too threatening here. Again, just 50ing in areas where for the win are likely to retain the ball afterwards. Here, ball off to the mid again, no reception. For the win are just not connecting in offense right now. Holding on in defense strong. The double commit here from Shiden Espada. Could this prove fatal? Not super. Charging in the ball off to the backboard. Noob killer. Able to get it off to the side levels. Didn't quite have the boost to get this one. Oh, another ball on the backboard. Another shot coming in from Preto. And that'll be his first in game 2. 30 seconds remaining. Shiden Espada have been working so hard for a goal, but the conversion rate just wasn't there, and one good counter attack and they're trailing. Noob killer gonna have to set something up for his team. Try to revert the momentum in their favor. Here, pass down to the side, and what a save from Preto. And I have to mention it again, defensively has been so crucial for the win. Crystal, and they're really looking like a really good team here. They have to hold on for 6 more seconds. Will they be able to do it? Another ball to the midfield for Shiden, but no, another block from Preto. Not super off in the offense. Another ball going in. Can there be the save? No, there won't be. And Ninja able to to pad another stat for himself. As the ball slowly rolls in, almost saved by the defense, but unfortunately they were unable to stop it. And that's a second for the win, and they've looked really, really good for this division, especially. Will Shiden be able to mount a comeback in this series as they find themselves 2 games down in this best of 5? In this titanic matchup in Tier 2. Finder. Oh, what a shot here from Not Super. Will it go in? Yes, it will. 12 seconds in, and they've already scored. The momentum will not be switching in this one so far. Here, what a recovery from Not Super. A great play from for the win, Crystal. And the momentum just swaying exactly the same way as it was before. A ball again off the backboard. Will there be reception this time? Again it will. Ninja. The ball was flying in front of the midfield a little bit for a while, but no defense to be found in time. Shiden's defense definitely becoming more lackluster throughout this series now. Here in game 3. Perhaps demotivated after just putting on so much offense in the last one, but just not scoring. They really just need a confidence boost right now. Anything, just one goal especially would just help them so much. But when you're playing against a team like this, it is so incredibly hard to do so. Ninja off to the back, but again, Noob Killer to get a good clearance here. And Tramps getting this in a dangerous spot, but getting demoed really relieves a lot of pressure here. Allowing for the win to get back into space again. Here another pass, saved just about. A little bit of panic from Shiden. LZ on such low boost actually ends up passing it over. No Tramps able to get this one out just about, and he's been a bit of a star here for his team. Maybe he needs to set up a mechanical play to change the momentum for his team. Noob Killer as well. Pretty impressive in defense. Levels there when you need him to be. The levels do have to go up. You're a pinch coming out again. Tramps. Top goal scorer for his team. His teammates really are calling out his name right now, really wanting something special from him. But like we've mentioned, it's such a tall task right now. Not super. It's played so well, has looked so incredibly mechanical and capable in offense, and Levels able to get that first goal for his team, and now his team can get a bit more confidence here. Levels there, being there when he needs to be, there to take the shot, and he capitalizes well when his teammates couldn't. Ninja here, comfortable in the air here, trying to get that reset, unable to do so. Levels keeps it in the orange half. Ball off the backboard, off to the midfield, but nobody in a secure spot to take a good shot. It's for the win. Hold out strong in defense so far. It's being 1 goal in the lead. Strong clear from Super, off to the side. Noob. Trying to get this off the backboard. Awkward defense a little bit. No, Ninja deals with it just fine. Levels. Awkward touch behind him. Anyone there to receive? Slightly, but we're only able to give it away in the end. 2 minutes remaining here. More than enough time for Shiden to respond with another. Tie this one up. Unless Preto with a giant clear here, saved by Tromps. I still don't know if it's Tromps or Tromps. Preto. You're off to the air. Air dribble saved by Levels, but it goes into the midfield regardless. Loop killer. Able to get it further away, but eventually finds its way into the blue half again. Ninja here coming for another shot. No, goes for the backboard. Anyone there to receive? No. Loop killer getting this one out. Now 1 minute and 30 remaining. As the game feels very, very 50-50 so far. Momentum not really favoring one direction as of this very moment. Times here, pass off to the mid. Noob Killer is there to shoot, and what a pass, what a play. Noob Killer converts, and we're all tied up here in game 3. And for the win, their level definitely has dropped a little bit. Perhaps gotten too comfortable with their lead. When you get too comfortable with that lead, once you do start tying up, you forget how to play properly and rethink every decision you're making, every touch you're making. Was this the right one? Am I doing it wrong? Am I thinking about this enough? Now I would say Shiden now momentum in their favor. Of course, last 40 seconds in game 3. And Shiden look good. That being said, Ninja trying to get this in the midfield, unable to do so. Here, another ball going into the midfield again. Level stops that one, not Super. Low boost, unable to make anything of that, as his team scrambles to get anything from their play so far, but nothing looking calculated enough to work out. Levels off to the side, trying to get this in midfield. Noob getting a bounce shot off, makes it awkward for the defense, not Super. Able to get this to the side, not Ninja. Fast enough to that ball, trying to pass it over. As we get 2 last seconds, now 1-0. It has to be scored now if you want to score before overtime, but we know we will be going into overtime. Kickoff oh so crucial again here. Shiden, will they be able to get a game back and make sure they don't get swept? Their series lives on the line in this overtime. A lot of pressure to deal with. Preto, as reliable as ever. 50 off to Super. Just a giveaway there. Tromps. A little bit of space here and boost. Let us go high. Defended well by Ninja. Noob Killer able to get this over to levels. He doesn't really get the most effective touch here. Ninja trying to take his time. And the levels making it awkward. Chomps coming out of nowhere. Can he get it off to the goal? No, he can't. He gets stopped by Preto. None other than Preto, obviously. He's been so effective for the win, especially in defense. Really, the reliable player here for his team. Killer with a very large clear. Trying to make it awkward for the defense. Ball off to the mid. Everybody misses. Levels also misses a target. And for the win, definitely getting away with that one. A little bit of whiff there. Would have been very, very awkward. The ball down to the mid. Noob Killer trying to shoot, but it's not threatening enough. Didn't get accuracy nor power on that. Super trying to get it out now. But no, Noob Killer in perfect position. Pinches this one into the midfield again. But Ninja in perfect position on the backboard to try to get this one out. So their team is on low boost, trying to scramble here on traps. Definitely could have shot that one in, but slightly off the mark, too high. The last time they were mounting a lot of pressure. It didn't end well for them once they couldn't convert after a couple. It'll be the same story here. Noob Killer trying to fight what happened last time here in overtime. Noob Killer to beat the last man. Was there a defender there? No, there isn't. And overtime goes to oh my, Shiden Espada. Oh, there we go. I am neutral, yes, I am neutral. Remake the lobby? Sure. Profile picture, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Alright, we go to game 4, a comeback from Shiden Espada so far. As I went 2 games down here, it's Trumps. By the way, Kimo, do you think his name is It's Trumps or It's Tramps? Because I don't know. Oh, here, could read from it. Preto. Throwing it to nothing, unfortunately. Super here, going high. Is there one on the back? But yes, there is. Good defense here from Shiden Espada. There's one ready. Ooh, a big dunk coming out. Allows a bit of space, but the shot off target. From for the win. And Shiden just about survive. Another shot coming through. Oh, Preto, what a save. Shot coming in from a surprising angle there, so could have definitely gone in, and it's a super 50 from Not Super. Right on the goal line, and it's really hard, difficult to get these 50s right on the goal line when you're the only man back. I do not blame the last defender. It's not Tramps. Okay, I'll say Tramps instead of Chops. Trumps here slightly. Tramps rather. Oh my. I just said I was gonna say Tramps. Never mind. Remove. I'll regain. One minute and 20 seconds in. With a win still remaining in the lead so far. On course to win this series, but Shiden Espada has shown to be quite capable themselves. Last game definitely had quite the impressive display, and previously also mounting a lot of pressure without actually being able to convert, so they've definitely shown that they can pile on a lot of pressure on this team. It's a question of converting for them. Trumps in such an awkward spot, just about gets away with it. Level, they're whiff as well. The defense here from Shiden holds on, but they're beginning to look a little bit shaky here. You're on low boost. Tramps does one in, but doesn't really get a dangerous. No, a good 50 actually coming into midfield. A good shot saved by Ninja. Not sure if it was on target, but better to get the one out regardless. Not super off to the backboard. Can he get the read? No, Ninja there as well. Misses on top of that. Preto off to the backboard. But no teammate should be ready for that one. So that will be a wasted possession before the win. Mistouch from Ninja. From Tramps. Getting a hard clear. Goes no further than Preto. Pops it back to Noob Killer. It's an awkward spot. Good clear by Ninja, but receives by the blue defender. Noob Killer actually gets it behind the last one, and it's off the post, and he tries to shoot it again, but he can't get the read right. Oh no, Noob Killer had a golden opportunity to tie it up, but unable to do so. More ice in the veins required for Noob. As for the win, just about scrambling and holding on to their lead. For a good flick here from Ninja, but slightly off the mark, and it doesn't stay in a good position to be scored. It's for the win. They're definitely leaving their goal a little bit open, definitely exposing themselves out to Shiden here. We're looking more and more hungry for this goal. Ninja, very controlled touch, but have to play that a little bit faster. Perhaps here a good pitch off the ground, but wasn't fast enough to break the defense for the win. They do get a good clear here. Noob Killer off to the midfield. Had been miscommunication there. Leaves the goal. Very exposed Preto there to defend it well. 40 seconds remaining for Shiden Espada to get that one goal that they oh so require. Ramps puts it downfield. Ninja off to the side, back in his own corner. Miscommunication again. Will it face to punish them? And not very soon here. 20 seconds remaining. Tramps almost breaking the defense by his own. But yet again for the win. Just scrambling by and by again and again. 12 seconds remaining as they stay 1-0 up. Another hit off to the backboard for the win. They haven't had any offense, but in this last seconds they're able to keep it away, and that should do it. So 3-1 for the win. And to be fair to them, even though their level has definitely dropped since the beginning of the series, I do think they have been the better team overall, and I would say a deserved win for them. For the win, Crystal are now 6-0. Absolute dominance within their tier. And I have to say, Preto, very, very impressive defensive display, I would say. Not super impressive in defense. Ninja definitely is a bit of a different player. He's very capable in the air, I would say. Able to get those balls off the backboard into the air. And trying to waste some time for his team. Also able to really slow the play down as well. And definitely all three players impressive in different areas here. And yeah, they get the deserved victory here over Shiden Espada, who, to be fair, themselves looks very capable, but their conversion rate not always ideal, and the mechanics just not on the same level here as for the win, I would say. And there we go. It was up. GG's, GG's. Profile picture, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Alright, we go to game 4, comeback from Shiden Espada so far. As I went 2 games down here, it's Trumps. By the way, Kimo, do you think his name is It's Trumps or It's Tramps? Because I don't know. Oh, here, good read from it, Preto. Throwing it to nothing, unfortunately. Super here, going high. Is there one on the back? But yes, there is. Good defense here from Shiden Espada. There's one ready. Ooh, a big dunk coming out. Allows a bit of space, but the shot off target from for the win. And Shiden just about survive. Another shot coming through. Oh, Preto, what a save. Shot coming in from a surprising angle there, so could have definitely gone in. And it's a super 50 from Not Super. Right on the goal line, and it's really hard, difficult to get these these 50s right on the goal line when you're the only man back. I do not blame the last defender. It's not tramps. Okay, I'll say tramps instead of chops. Trumps here slightly. Tramps rather. Oh my. I just said I was gonna say tramps. Never mind. Remove. I'll regain. One minute and 20 seconds in. With a win still remaining in the lead so far. On course to win this series, but Shiden Espada has shown to be quite capable themselves. Last game definitely had quite the impressive display, and previously also mounting a lot of pressure without actually being able to convert, so they've definitely shown that they can pile on a lot of pressure on this team. It's a question of converting for them. Trump's in such an awkward spot, just about gets away with it. Level, they're with as well. The defense here from Shiden holds on, but they're beginning to look a little bit shaky here. You're on low boost. Tramps does one in, but doesn't really get a dangerous. No, a good 50 actually. Coming into midfield, a good shot saved by Ninja. Not sure if it was on target, but better to get that one out regardless. Not super off to the backboard. Can he get the read? No, Ninja there as well. Misses on top of that. Preto off to the backboard, but no teammate should be ready for that one, so that will be a wasted possession before the win. Mistouch from Ninja. From Tramps getting a hard clear. Goes no further than Preto. Pops it back to Noob Killer. It's an awkward spot. Good clear by Ninja, but receives by the blue defender. Noob Killer actually gets it behind the last one, and it's off the post, and he tries to shoot it again, but he can't get the read right. Oh no, Noob Killer had a golden opportunity to tie it up, but unable to do so. More ice in the veins required for Noob. As for the win, just about scrambling and holding on to their lead. For a good flick here from Ninja, but slightly off the mark, and it doesn't stay in a good position to be scored. It's for the win. They're definitely leaving their goal a little bit open, definitely exposing themselves out to Shiden here. We're looking more and more hungry for this goal. Ninja, very controlled touch, but have to play that a little bit faster. Perhaps here a good pitch off the ground, but wasn't fast enough to break the defense for the win. They do get a good clear here. Noob Killer off to the midfield. Had been miscommunication there. Leaves the goal. Very exposed Preto there to defend it well. 40 seconds remaining for Shiden Espada to get that one goal that they oh so require. Rams puts it downfield. Ninja off to the side, back in his own corner. Miscommunication again. Will it face to punish them? And not very soon here. 20 seconds remaining. Tramps almost breaking the defense by his own. But yet again for the win. Just scrambling by and by again and again. 12 seconds remaining as they stay 1-0 up. Another hit off to the backboard for the win. They haven't had any offense, but in this last seconds are able to keep it away, and that should do it. So 3-1 for the win. And to be fair to them, even though their level has definitely dropped since the beginning of the series, I do think they have been the better team overall, and I would say a deserved win for them. For the win, Crystal are now 6-0. Absolute dominance within their tier. And I have to say, Preto, very, very impressive defensive display, I would say. Not super impressive in defense. Ninja, Ninja definitely had is a bit of a different player. He's very capable in the air, I would say, able to get those balls off the backboard into the air, and trying to waste some time for his team. Also able to really slow the play down as well. And definitely all three players impressive in different areas here. And yeah, they get the deserved victory here over Shiden Espada, who, to be fair, themselves looks very capable, but their conversion rate not always ideal, and the mechanics just not on the same level here as for the win, I would say. And there we go. It was up. GG's, GG's.